All right, so Amazon Prime Day is coming up in just a few days, and these are the best deals that I've found so far to pair with your Steam Deck or ROG Ally, or if you're just a tech enthusiast like me, let's get started. The first one I found, this is an awesome power bank. My go-to power bank in the past has been this Basis 65 watt, 20,000 milliamp hour battery, but the reason I like this one better, there are a couple reasons. First, this one's larger at 25,000 versus the Basis 20,000. And while they're both the same with the 65 watt charging, I like the ports better on this one, which you have 2 Type-C ports and 1 Type-A port, whereas on the Basis, you have 1 Type-C port, 1 micro USB port, and 2 Type-A ports. I just feel like I personally would rather have 2 Type-Cs and 1 Type-A versus 2 Type-As and 1 Type-C. It's a personal preference. They're very similar, but also I just like the extra 5,000 milliamp hours on this. And again, for the same price, I'd rather have this one. But both of these are fantastic batteries, so feel free to pick up either one. I just prefer this one at this price. Next up, if you need more storage, which I feel like I always do, the Sandisk Extreme is on sale. This is their 1 terabyte model, and it's for $100. This isn't really a fantastic deal, but the thing about Sandisk is they don't generally go on that crazy of sales because this is the premier name brand one. But if you want a lower price on a 1 terabyte SD card, then you can go with the Silicon Power 1 terabyte SD card. And this is only $65 for the same terabyte. Now, I will say, if you go through the ratings and you look at the reliability, the Sandisk is definitely more reliable as far as what customers are concerned. If you really care about reliability and you need your files to stay safe, I would definitely pay the extra money for the Sandisk because it is the name brand one and they're going to have better reliability. But if your budget is more constrained or you just don't care about your files that much because they're not that important, like let's say they're just games on your Steam Deck or something like that, then, you know, this one's $35 cheaper, so it's a good option. I think you can't go wrong with either of these. It's totally up to you. If you wanted to do more storage, but you wanted an external storage for, let's say, your brand new ROG Ally or for your Steam Deck, the Samsung 980 Pro is on sale for almost 30% off, so it's $100 for 2 terabytes. This, again, I've seen this drive on sale for about $100. You don't really see it go too much lower than that. But this is a great deal, and it's Samsung, so this is going to be name brand, it's going to be reliable, and it's going to have good customer service. So this is a great deal if you just need a little bit more storage. And if you wanted a different type of memory storage solution, they actually have a bunch of Samsung stuff on sale. Like this one is a portable, rugged 1 terabyte drive for $75, which is an awesome deal. So you can grab something like that. I actually have a couple of these lying around that I use to edit footage that I can't store on my internal drive. So these are great. But anything you're going to get from Samsung is going to be relatively good quality compared to a lot of the competition. So feel free to scroll through this page and pick out, yeah, if you need a thumbstick, that would be great for the Steam Deck. It's something you can easily swap files between your computer and your Steam Deck if you want to do that for whatever reason. But yeah, Samsung's got a bunch of stuff on sale. Next, we've got our dongles, and we have 2 dongles that we can go for here. This is the most budget dongle that I would use for your Steam Deck. It's coming in at $23, which is awesome. The only problems with this one is that you don't get a ton of ports. Now, that might be okay for you. You might not need very many ports, which is why I included it. So this one, as you can see, you've got USB Type-C in, which could bring your power. You've got a USB-A port where you could plug in a mouse or a keyboard or whatever you want. And you've got HDMI if you want to hook up an external monitor. And then you also have Ethernet. So this covers all of your basics for your Steam Deck if you just need to plug in a few other accessories. But if this isn't enough for you, then the next step up, in my opinion, and this would be what I would call kind of the premier one for the Steam Deck, this should have everything you would need, is this Anchor dock. And you can see right here, you've got 2 HDMI ports, 1 USB-C input, Ethernet, a micro SD card slot, a regular SD card slot, and 2 USB Type-A's. So this might be overkill, but if you need those extra ports, this thing has it. It should be more than enough to plug into your Steam Deck or your ROG Ally or whatever it is you have. It has great ratings and it's Anchor, so it's a known company. We know they're going to have better customer service, better reliability. But again, this is $60, whereas this one is only $23. So it's up to you for what you need, but there we have a dongle for each price point. Now, the next thing, this is kind of a fun one. This is an external monitor for your Steam Deck. I love playing on the Steam Deck. I do it all the time, but I will say that 7-inch screen, especially with some games, can feel really cramped. I picked up one of these a few months ago, and while I don't use it every day, It's awesome to just be able to plug it in, and now you have a full 15.6-inch 1080p screen, and it just gives you so much more space to play on your Steam Deck. Is it necessary? Definitely not, but I thought I'd throw it in because I use mine with my Steam Deck and I really like it. And the thing is, this is only $68. We're getting 31% off. It's usually $100. So again, is this necessary? No, but it is fun to be able to hook up your Steam Deck and then play on a bigger screen, and it's still incredibly portable. It's really easy to just toss this in a backpack, toss it wherever you want, and then plug it into the Steam Deck with one cable, and it's super easy and convenient. So yeah, I would recommend this. At this price, I feel like you can't go wrong if it's something you really want. Moving on, this is something that I actually am just buying right now. It's rechargeable AA batteries. This might seem a little silly with the Steam Deck, but actually I go through so many AA batteries because I have Xbox controllers that I pair up to my Steam Deck, and I use them basically every day when we're playing split screen games, and you can burn through a lot of them. So I ended up going with rechargeable batteries. You can get a little charging station. They're super cheap, and then you don't have to be going through batteries and buying new ones every time. You just throw these in. They actually last quite a long time in a controller. And this is by far the cheapest I've ever seen them. Like if you look, their regular 8 count, which is not on sale, costs $13.33, but their 12 count costs $13. So it's cheaper to get 12 than it is to get 8. So that's actually pretty awesome. They're basically half price. This is a fantastic deal. And yeah, I just picked some up for myself today because I thought, yeah, this is great. The last thing I wanted to throw in, and this might seem a little weird, but it's this Fire TV. It's a 43-inch TV. It's 4K. And it's only $100. This thing is 75% off. And while it might seem kind of weird to use with a Steam Deck, I plug my Steam Deck into my TV basically every day, and it's really nice, especially when you're playing split screen gaming or you just don't want to play on the small screen for whatever reason. This is a fantastic deal, going from $400 to $100. Now, the thing is, this is doing Amazon's new request invite feature where you have to request an invite and then hopefully they'll send you a link. And I think it's supposed to stop on what was a whole bunch of people refreshing the pages to try and get their items on Prime Day. This, only a select amount of people will get the invite link to be able to buy the device. So if you're interested in this, I would just hit request invite, and then hopefully you get the link. Maybe you don't, but then you can decide later if you actually get the link if you want to buy it. So those are my top picks for Amazon Prime Day this year. And I will say, don't feel like you need to go and buy anything. None of these deals are so good that you can't get them or something similar to them later down the road. This is more like if you needed to buy something and you were going to buy it anyway, this is going to be a cheaper way to do it. So what I kind of do is I build up some things that I want to buy, and then I just kind of have them on my watch list and just see if we get any good prices. And these are all very good prices, but they're nothing earth-shattering or groundbreaking. So don't feel like you need to go out and spend money and buy things just because you're going to miss out on a deal. You're really not. This is just if you already needed this stuff, then you can go ahead and buy it, and this is going to be a good price. Also, if you found good tech deals on Prime Day, something that would go with the Steam Deck or the Ally or something like that, leave them down below. I would love to see what you guys come up with because I'm curious what the best deals are out there because I'm probably going to go pick them up myself. All right, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.